Hello guys, good day wherever you're watching me from. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, do all to like the video, subscribe, and leave your comment in the comment section. Okay, so in our previous video, we learned how to create a database. We learned how to show databases that exist in the system. We also learned how to create a table. So today, this is what you're going to do. We have a series of SQL activities and practices that we are supposed to do for today. So let's start on. Here is the activity, and the instruction says that you have already learned how to manage databases and tables in MySQL. So this is the activity that you're going to do. Let's move on to the activity set 1, campus events registration system. So this is what we're going to work on. We're going to work on the campus event registration system. The Student Affairs Office of Bright Future University organizes events such as seminars, career fairs, health walks, and leadership walks. The office wants a database system that can keep records of students, events, and student registrations for the event. A student can register for many events. An event can have many students registered for it. So this is a required database name that we are supposed to create for this system that you are building. So the main database you're going to use is called campus underscore event underscore database, that is DB. And the trial database is event underscore test underscore DB. So these are the databases that you're going to work with. So let's move on to the task 1. The Student Affairs Officer wants you to prove that you can safely create and remove a test database. In our previous lesson, we learned how to create a database, but we didn't learn how to remove a database. So you are going to do that right away. So this is what you're going to do. The first one is that you're going to create the trial database and name it event underscore test underscore DB. That is the trial database you are going to create. After creating this trial database, you're going to display all the database in MySQL server to confirm that the trial database exists. The third one is that you're going to remove only the trial database. So after creating the trial database, you are going to take that trial database out of MySQL server. After doing that, you're going to also display all the database again to confirm that the trial database is no longer available. That is what you're going to do. After confirming that the trial database is no longer available, then you create the main database, because this one was just a trial to practice our hands on, just like we did in the previous videos. The sixth instruction here is that we are supposed to make the campus event DB the active database. And the last one under the task 1 is we're going to display the tables inside the activity database. Hope you understood what we are going to do for the day. So the first one is that we are going to create a trial database named event underscore DB. So let's launch our MySQL server, which I've already done so over here. So if you've not done yours, make sure to launch your MySQL server and let's begin. Let me bring this one here. So here is my server. So the question is that you're supposed to create, the first thing you're going to do is to create a trial database called event underscore test underscore DB. So just as you remembered, if you want to create a database, you use the MySQL keyword, create, then you bring database, then you type the name of the database, which is event underscore test underscore DB. Oops, sorry, DB. Then you terminate it with your semicolon. So this is the statement for creating a database. Create database. Then you bring the database name. then you terminate it with a semicolon. Then you hit enter. So we get this response that our query is okay. So we have created the database. Let's move on to what the next instruction is saying over here. The next instruction is saying here that we should display all databases on the MySQL server to confirm that the trial database exists. Okay, so now let's confirm that the event database that we just created, let us confirm that it exists here in our database. Okay, so the query that you're supposed to use to check that our database exists in the server is show databases. So this is the query that you're going to use to check if all your databases to know the list of the databases in your system. So this is the query that you're going to use, that is show databases. Then you terminate it, then you hit enter. So this is the response that you're going to get. Oops, sorry, let me zoom in a little bit so that you guys can see what I have here. Okay, so that is that. So this is the query that you are showing all our databases in the system. So as you can see here, we have event underscore test underscore db. So it shows here that we have our event underscore test underscore db shown in the database. So this says that we have created our database which has the name event underscore test underscore db. So that is that for the second one. Let's move on to the third one. The third one here says that we should remove only the trial database. We should remove only the trial database. And now, guys, I know that we've not done that. I've not taught you guys about on how to delete or remove a database from the system. It is very simple. This is the command that you can use to drop or to take out a database from the system. You use this command, drop database. Then you type the name of the particular database, which is event underscore test underscore db. So this is the query that you can use to take out a database. That is the keyword, or the way we say it is to drop a database. Drop a database. So if you want to drop any of these database out of this system, this is the query that you're going to use. Drop database, then you specify the database name here. This is how you drop a database in your system. So let's move on and press enter. So after pressing enter, you can see that our query brings okay. So we have successfully dropped out this database from our MySQL server. Okay, so let's move on to the next one that we have here. The next one here says that that we should display all the database again to confirm that the trial database is no longer available. This is very simple, guys, because we've already done that. The command is show databases. Don't forget this commands. This is the command that you're going to use to show all the database in your system. Show databases. So after we click enter, we can see that event underscore test underscore db is no longer here. You cannot see event underscore test underscore db. It is no longer in our system because we have dropped it out. We have taken it out of our database systems. Okay. Once again, please do well to like this video, do well to subscribe, share it to your friends, and leave your comments in the comment section. Okay, let's continue. So the fifth one that we have here is to create the main database named campus underscore event underscore db. Remember, the first one that we created was just a trial. So now we are going to create a main database, which has the name campus underscore event underscore db. So let's create that one. Just as we did create database campus underscore event underscore db. you terminate it, you hit enter. So you can see that the query is okay. Create database campus underscore event underscore db. We have created the event, the database here. Let's move on to the second one. The sixth one. It says that we should make campus underscore event underscore db the active database. The active database. What does this mean? What does it mean to make a database active? Okay, guys, so this is what we mean. So if you take a look at this command here, show databases, you can see that the database is here, campus underscore event underscore db. And this is not the only database in the system. We have this, and that as databases in the system. But we want to work with this particular database. We talked about it in our previous lessons. We want to work with only this database. We want to make this database the active database. We want to work with this particular database, campus underscore event underscore db. We want to work with this particular database here. Hope you are following me, guys. So this is this particular database, you want to make it active. That is what the question is saying. So how do you make this particular database active? We did that in our previous video. The command you are going to use is use that particular database name, which is campus underscore event underscore db. We just type campus underscore event underscore db, then you terminate it. So with this command, you are making this campus underscore event underscore db the active database, which is to say that this particular database is what we're going to use in our subsequent queries. When you press enter, you can see there's a response here that database changed. So the database has changed to this particular database. So this particular database is the active database we are using in our system right now. Let's move on to the last part of the task one. It says display the tables inside the active database. This is a new one. We're going to talk about it. Display the tables inside the active database. As you all recall, we don't have any table in our active database right now. We haven't created any table yet. As you all know, we haven't created any active table here yet. Okay, so don't get confused. There is no database. There is no active table here. Okay, so don't get confused. So we are now going to check if there is a table inside our database system here. So as you remember in our previous video, I showed you guys how to know the number of tables inside your database that you are working on. Okay, I did that, so we are going to write that query right now. Okay, so the command to show all the tables inside your database is show tables. So with this command, you can see that the response that we are getting here is that empty set. So our database has no tables here. So we can see that we have empty set here. There is no table inside our database. Okay, so that is the end of task 1 here. In our next video, we are going to talk about task 2. That is, we are going to build the first version of the tables for our campus underscore event underscore db. So stay tuned, guys. If you don't understand anything, leave your question in the comment section. Do what to like this video, subscribe to this channel, share it to your friends so that everyone can also learn. Thank you, guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.